Coco, we're all in it together. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. May I welcome you to the first plenary of the 6th Nigeria Family Planning Conference 2020. We're happy that we're all here. I want to quickly recognize a member of Board of Trustees of AFP, Dr. Nike Adeyemi. Please, can you give her a good round of applause? May I seize this opportunity also to welcome Dr. Kayode Afolabi, who is the Director of Reproductive Health Division, Federal Ministry of Health, and then also the government focal point for FP2020 here in Nigeria. Dr. Afolabi, can you take your place at the high table? Let me use this opportunity also to welcome our dear old sister, very old friend of the association, a giant, the Igbo say the Ijele, that the big masquerade also in reproductive health. Let me welcome Dr. Shola Odujiri. I also have Dr. Adewusi, who is who is the immediate past director of child health in the Federal Ministry of Health. Adeniro, sorry, I'm sorry. Adeniro. You see now. Well, let me finally also recognize my indefatigable Amazon, the woman that made sure we had all the money that we needed to do this meeting today, Dr. Mojishola Odeku, who is the director of the CCPC, John Hopkins, isn't it? Give her another good round of applause. And then Dr. Adenusi is the past executive director of LASMA in Lagos State. Can you give her a good round of applause? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to recognize everybody in the hall. And then, like you know, this is the blended structure we are going to run in this meeting. All participation is virtual. But permit me to say that I have two of my very close associates behind me. The chair of the technical committee, Dr. Muriam Jagu. Without her, it would have been chaos. She has been able to put together the technical part of this meeting. Please give her another round of applause. In the new normal, technology it is, isn't it? This young man here, self-facing Coco, is the one that has been in the back screen, sure that we are properly connected to the world, and that's why the world is watching us now without any glitches. Can we thank Coco for the wonderful work? So the structure of this starting plenary is that I'm going to speak to the issues of around the conference, do an opening remark on it, and then I'll now leave the stage to Miriam to look at the technical components of all the breakout sessions, how they are going to run and all that. And Coco also is going to come in to lay a foundation for everybody who wants to connect internationally, nationally, in a seamless way to be part of this conference. We have tried as much as possible to animate this conference, even though we're not together. We want it to look as if we are all together. So with that, let me just read out some of the things we put down that the world should know about what we are doing today. I want to join the Honorable Minister of Health. Remember that the Ministry of Health, a Federal Ministry of Health, is a collaborator and a partner in running this meeting in every 2 years. So we'll thank everybody for being part of this epoch-making event, being the first family planning conference in Nigeria with a virtual presence. Family planning is one of the most cost-effective ways of preventing maternal death, infant and child mortality. It has been estimated that meeting women's need for modern contraceptives will prevent about 1/4 to 1/3 of all maternal deaths. In addition, family planning efforts offers a host of other benefits, as it has been shown to slow the spread of HIV, promote gender equality, reduce poverty, accelerate socioeconomic development, and protect the environment. 26 years ago, after the International Conference on Population and Development in Cairo, women are still fighting for their rights. Among women of reproductive age in developing countries, 867 million, 57% are in need of contraception because they are sexually active but do not want a child in the next 2 years. Of these, about 222 million, 26%, do not have access to modern methods of contraception, resulting in significant unmet need. In recent years, the global community and many national governments reviewed their commitment to family planning. The most ambitious demonstration of this commitment was made at the London Summit on Family Planning in 2012. This gave birth to NFPC2020, an initiative to halve the world's unmet need for contraception and reach additional 120 million women and girls with right-based, qualitative, and accessible family planning services by the year 2020. Nigeria was represented at the summit by a team of experts led by the Federal Ministry of Health, who identified the following key steps to ensure the increased uptake of FP services: support advocacy, strengthen accountability, improve supply chains, increase contraceptive supply, promote best practices, and support new innovations. The team of experts included members and partners of the Association for the Advancement of Family Planning, at that time ably led by our renowned Professor Oladipo Ladipo. He's not here today. I will recognize him. He is truly a great leader that we are trying to be like. At that meeting, it was determined to ensure that every Nigerian has access to family planning information and services as a right, underlined as a right. Following the London summit, Nigeria set a modern contraceptive prevalence rate of 36% as a target to be achieved 2018. This target was subsequently reviewed downwards to 27%, and it was to be attained by the year 2020. Despite these efforts, the modern contraceptive prevalence rate has remained low, staying at 12%, while the unmet need is at 20%. The low utilization of family planning services has contributed to Nigeria's poor maternal and child health outcomes. Existing maternal mortality ratio of 512 per 100,000 live births, high total fertility rates of an average of 6 children per woman, which contributes to the rapid population growth of 3.2% that impacts negatively on the country's development and health situations. It was based on the realization that delaying to act will be disastrous, not only to the present generation, but also to generations to come, that the Nigerian Family Planning Conference was instituted by the Association for the Advancement of Family Planning, formerly the Family Planning Action Group, comprising all stakeholders that address maternal and child health situations in Nigeria in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Health. The Nigerian Family Planning Conference is a biannual event that brings together experts, partners, policymakers, and other stakeholders to discuss and share experiences on the progress made and to chart the way forward towards improving the existing situation of FP in Nigeria. The conference also provides a platform for fostering policy debates, exchange of ideas, and sharing experiences on FP and other reproductive health issues. The Nigerian Family Planning Conference is, some achievements of AFP so far. In addition to the successful hosting of previous conferences and working in close collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Health and all relevant stakeholders, AFP has been able to achieve the following: successfully advocating to government to put money down as counterpart support for FP commodities purchase, increasing the total support to $4 million and to make services free in public sites in the country, receiving grants from credible donors, establishing accountability scorecards on FP funding, training civil society organizations on tracking and accountability at state level, developing deep relationship and partnering with the media to advance the message on family planning, and creating a medium of conversation with religious leaders to discuss common grounds for FP service provision in the country, amongst other activities. This year's conference is the 6th in the series and has presented unique opportunities due to the COVID-19 pandemic, which has caused tremendous upheaval to health systems around the world, disrupting access to family planning information and services, as well as sexual and reproductive health more broadly. Despite this disruption, the need for family planning keeps increasing. As health systems shift to prevent and treat people with COVID-19, it is essential that they also protect access to family planning. The theme for this year's conference is Post-FP 2020 Agenda and Safeguarding Investments in Emergencies, Adaptation, Innovation, Resilience. And we have sub-themes as mobilizing resources for family planning, FP 2020 commitments, gaps, and achievements, impactful strategies to strengthen the FP agenda post-2020, meeting the FP needs during the COVID-19 pandemic, scaling up networking and technology to improve family planning, adolescents, the very visible and hard to reach. How do we reach them? Gender-based violence and family planning during emergencies. The goal of the conference is to increase access to quality and innovative family planning information and services in Nigeria. And the structure to deliver this, the 6th Nigerian Family Planning Conference, promises to be a highly interactive one, allowing for virtual participation through our electronic platform, Drifter. And that's why I have Coco who is going to explain that so that you know how to completely animate your interactions with us. It offers a 5 days of virtual knowledge transfer in exciting discussions and top-class lectures by renowned speakers. Also available will be live video streams during the conference and on demand after the event. The conference is expected to attract about 1,000 participants. As at the last count, we already have 1,200 participants logged in. So we're achieving that. Can we give ourselves a good round of applause on that? Nationally and internationally, and is divided into 2 sections. Number 1 is the pre-conference workshops for women, youth, and interfaith. The women pre-conference happened on the 7th, also in this hotel, Wells Carlton Hotel in Asokoro, Abuja. And the interfaith and youth conference also happened here yesterday, which is the 8th of December. There were morning sessions and afternoon sessions. Now the main conference, which starts today, will run till the 11th of December 2020, and we'll have our morning and afternoon sessions. But because of the tremendous interest in this meeting, we had thought we will limit ourselves between 9 and 12, and then 2 and 5. But the interest was so overwhelming, the number of abstracts that were submitted overwhelmed us, and we felt that people who wanted to share their intellectual knowledge with us, they deserve our attention and support. So that's why, ladies and gentlemen, we only have a break of 1 hour during the day so that we can accommodate all the wonderful intellectual properties that are abound. For the conference to achieve its goal and potential, there will be plenary and breakout sessions for discussions around submitted abstracts, as well as poster presentations. These will generate materials in line with the theme and sub-themes and enhance the achievement of the goal of the 6th Nigerian Family Planning Conference. This conference holding at the end of 2020 also offers an opportunity for all stakeholders to share experiences on the progress made so far towards attainment of CAPR of 27%, as stipulated in our commitment from the 2012 London Summit on Family Planning. Speakers will inform participants whether London Summit commitment was met, how this was achieved, or in the country, profile innovative strategies on how to achieve it and beyond. The process of the March to 2030 FP agenda would also be in focus to help government galvanize all stakeholders to meet our targets. At this conference, we're going to use that as a time to start building consensus, bringing partners, especially from civil societies from the subnational level, to support the Federal Ministry of Health to have a very acceptable commitment for 2030. In conclusion, while we encourage you to make friends, network freely, but remember there is COVID-19 still around. I happen to chair the subcommittee on medical for pandemic response here in Abuja. The cases are rising. As at November 1 this year, we had only 2 cases at the Gwagwalagba Teaching Hospital. As we speak today, we have 21 cases. So you can see the rapid, in fact, the place is already filled up. So as you network, remember, don't shake hands, bow to greet, make sure you're wearing your face mask at all times, make sure you maintain physical distancing. At the Secretariat, we have hand sanitizers. Please sanitize your hands as often as you can. It is important that we stay safe. We don't want stories after this conference. All the stories we want to hear are the good ones. In conclusion, while we encourage you to make friends, network freely at this conference, please do take time to navigate our conference website, www.nfpc2020.org, for yourselves. There are informative and beautiful things on display from our partners and our exhibitors. Once more, we are honored to have you join us at this conference, and we are looking forward to a wonderful and fruitful interaction. Just before I yield the floor to bring Miriam, our indefatigable Board of Trustee Chairman, Sarikinyaki. You can see he's trying to obey the COVID-19 principles. He's trying to put it. Sariki, you're welcome. May you come and sit over there, sir, with your member of. This is our Chairman of Board of Trustee. You're welcome, sir. Thank you all. We're here to serve you. May I now yield the floor to Dr. Miriam Jagu to now give us the technical part of this conference. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Orji, for the introduction. Good day, ladies and gentlemen, delegates across Nigeria and also the international delegates. Please permit me to stand on existing protocol. My name is Dr. Miriam Olaide Jagu, and as Dr. Orji said, I'm the chair of the technical subcommittee for the 6th Nigerian Family Planning Conference, taking place in Abuja and broadcasting across Nigeria and to the international community. I'm happy and privileged to be here at the ever first family planning conference that will be held virtually. And we are complying with the guidelines and protocols of the Nigeria Center for Disease Control of staying safe and well from the COVID-19 pandemic. This year, as always, I promise you that this year's conference will be action-packed with variety of activities that will capture your interest and impact on your knowledge of all people attending. I will be taking you through the structure of the main conference, which will be running from December 9 through December 11, 2020. And for the conference, we have 2 blocks. We have the special events, which are the opening and closing ceremonies, and the annual population lecture series, which actually shows the interplay between population and development. For the technical sessions, we have 12 plenary sessions, and 7 parallel or breakout sessions. And this, they all consist, Dr. Oji has told you earlier on that, it was overwhelming, the number of abstracts that we actually received. And we have to filter, and we could only filter to 103 oral presentations of abstracts and 31 poster presentations. We also have the sponsored sessions by partners, where we'll be discussing topical issues and partner activities. So in this, you'll be hearing things like best practices, lessons learned, quick gains, low-hanging fruits, and a host of other opportunities that we'll be presenting during this session. That's the sponsor sessions to improve family planning programming in Nigeria. For the venue for these sessions, we have the Wells Hall, which will be used, which will be used for the plenary session and also for the breakout session. And we have breakout sessions, other breakout sessions in community hall 1 to 4, which is across, the hall here. Also, we have a satellite hall, which was donated to us by DPRC Hall. Can we please put your hands together for DPRC for donating this hall, for their magnanimity and generosity in actually giving us this hall. And the address for this hall is in the brochure that is provided to you. This is the 6th breakout room that we have. So please note that it's not in this, or it's not in this hotel. It's a satellite hall, and it is out behind Sheraton Hotel. If you look at your brochure, the address is written, where you have the main conference. Each day, the sessions are divided into 2. You have a session 8 to 1 p.m. and there's a break for 1 hour where you have opportunity of taking lunch, and for our Muslim faithfuls that we share the same time zone for actually observing your prayers. That is, the second session will be from 2 to 5 or 2 to 6, depending on the sessions we have that day. Each session will take about 30 to 60 minutes. For the oral presentation of abstracts, the time frame is 1 hour. Within this, you have 4 presentations, meaning you have 12 presentations, 12 minutes for each presentation, bringing the presentations to 48 minutes. The remaining 12 minutes will be used for the opening and closing remarks, the question and answer session, and you have about 4 minutes, which is inclusive, for switchover time. For the poster presentation, you have 40 minutes, and there are 5 posters that will be presented within this time. 5 minutes for each poster presentation, bringing it to 25 minutes, and 15 minutes for the opening remarks, for the closing remarks, like I said earlier on, question and answer session, and you have 5 minutes for switch over so that we can prepare the all for the next session. I can tell you that electronic platform deployed for this conference has been programmed and automatically ends the session at about 56 minutes, 55 or 56 minutes, depending on the session that you have. If it's a shorter session for about 30 minutes, in about 26 minutes is going to close the session and move to the next session. I know that you have questions and answers, questions and comments that you probably be burning within you. And you can actually post this on the chat box, and we have the conference organizers that will go afterwards to collect all your comments and questions and post it to the presenters. And also we have a lounge in which Coco will graciously come and tell us about, where we have filtered interests and people can come together and discuss issues that are burning within them. And we also have moderators within this session that will be engaging presenters and also delegates to make sure that this is interactive and all the burning issues are cleared within the lounge. Yes, I've been able to tell you the content and the structure of the conference. But for more information, please, you can visit the website. I can tell you that it's user-friendly and it's designed to answer all your concerns and questions. And on the website also, you'll find the conference brochure and the book of abstracts, which will list all the abstracts that will be presented within this period, and also give you the conference program of events to be able to give you all the sessions, the time slots, the moderators, and the titles for all the presentations. I'll wish you fruit deliberation throughout the conference, I would advise that please sit back and enjoy the conference. Thank you very much. I will now bring in Coco to tell you more about the website and the technology that has been deployed for the conference. Coco, please come in.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jagu. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I stand on all existing protocols. It's indeed a very great privilege to be part of this 6th Nigeria Family Planning Conference, which doubles up as the very first virtual Nigeria Family Planning Conference. And being virtual, we've tried very much to make it as close to normal as possible, being the new normal. So I'm just going to walk us through this website and the portal. I have my team down there supporting me. Are we good? Right, so to access the portal, you go through the conference website, which is NFPC2020.org. Once you go there, you log in, it takes you straight to this login page. And we've tried to make it very easy and very seamless. Seems to be slow. There we go. Right, so once you log in, it takes you directly to the schedule. So we want to go directly to what's most important for us now. And as you log in, let's give him some time. Yes, it takes you directly to the schedule. And as you can see, we have the agenda fully displayed there. We have the agenda fully displayed there. It shows all the different sessions that have been published. Any session that is live, you will see a very big watch live button. If you click it, it takes you directly to the particular live session. So I'm just going to try to click the live now and go into the session. Yes, there's a bit of time delay on it anyway. All right, so once you go there, it takes us directly into the live stream, which is streaming all across the globe right now. And apart from that, so the very interesting thing we have on this session, we've got a chat. I don't know if you can see it by the side. We've got a very interactive chat. So we try to keep the conversations going. So even though we are not in the same place, we can have, I'll call it side talks. We can have side talks or chats between individuals and people participating. So if you look there now, we have people already logged in. If you go directly to attendees on the conference, you can see everyone that is logged into this particular session right now. I can't really see the screen now, so I don't know how many we have there. So okay, so it's showing exactly what we are seeing now. So you can see other participants, and you can have chats with them, live chats with them. You can have video conversations with them as well. Okay, I think he's trying to show us the people that are logged in. So these are all logged in from across the globe and across Nigeria. Apart from that, we also have a Q&A session, a Q&A button where you click and answer questions. So we've got, apart from the main speaker that is speaking, we have other moderators that are on standby interacting with people and answering questions. So those of us at home, those of us in our offices, feel free to ask any questions you have there. And all the questions you have will be noted and be answered. And we can, on this page again, we can also see our sponsors and our partners, all the logos scrolling across the screen. If you click any of those logos, it takes you directly to the exhibition booth. So we've also have exhibition booths for our partners, and the exhibition booth is one of my favorite feature of this conference, because we tried to see how we can build a real exhibition booth on stage. What this offers, it allows us to put materials from sponsors, whatever information we have, we can put interesting videos. This is one of the booths. This is Nuri's booth. So we can see we have download documents that you can download. If you scroll down, we've got some videos, as well as whatever information Nuri 2 has decided to put out for us, and we have that now. So although we will like the site is up 24 hours, so we wouldn't want you to be visiting the booth during the plenaries. Also, we will now go back to our dashboard. These are still the videos from Nuri 2. So going back to our dashboard, we want to encourage everyone to, as much as possible, put up a picture so we can identify you. We also want you to enable your your profile, your public profile, so people can chat with you. I think it's a bit slow now, and so people can chat with you. And one other very interesting part again we have is a networking lounge. So just as Dr. Dragon mentioned, in the networking lounge, we have discussions around the themes of we have rooms created around the themes of the conference. And again, if any interesting topic comes up, we also create more rooms for that. And we have moderators in that room to facilitate the discussions. So these are the topics we have up there now. And as more interesting topics come, we create it's just like a blog where you keep chatting with people and keep interacting with people. And that helps keep the conversation going. So if your questions is not being able to be answered live, we can answer your questions there in the chat box. And the final is a direct messaging app. So we can have direct conversations with people with participants from all around the world. Once you click the messaging icon down there, it takes you and shows, I know it's a lot, it seems like a lot to take, but everything is online now. And even after the conference, it's still going to remain online for the next 1 year. So all the sessions, if you miss any session, the session goes into an on-demand. So we will still have the agenda here, and the session will go into an on-demand stage where you can still click and watch whatever you've missed. I know it's been a lot in a very short while, but thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Coco. You can see we'll try to make it as animated as possible. I'm using this opportunity to recruit moderators of those sessions. We felt that for people to have qualitative and informative interactions, we will need people who are giants in the reproductive health field. So we'll be approaching especially our senior colleagues to please find time, even if it is 1 hour a day, just go to the chat rooms and be able to help do that. So I think that's the end of the opening session. Can I get you people to applaud all the speakers this morning?